Reg Groome, I think, had the respect of everybody. The people he worked with in business, all the people he looked after, in a sense, through his community activities.
He was a bit of a powering figure. I think his family might say, or at least I would say for them, that there were times when I think he was almost shy, and there were times when he was very outgoing.
Anything that he got involved in, he was prepared to commit to, and commit to for long periods of time if necessary. And this was typical. He went through he went through that kind of a commitment with scouting. He did the same kind of commitment in his last venture with Concordia. He was similarly active with the Montreal Board of Trade, the Chambre de Commerce, and Centraide.
People turned to him more and more for leadership as he climbed the ladder and became better known.
He came into his chairmanship at a very difficult time for Concordia. He made sure that the right things were done.
He obviously put a lot of himself into whatever he was doing, whether it was the Board of Trade or Concordia or the hotel business. He did a lot of thinking about it. When he decided he wanted to do something, he knew what it was he wanted to do.
I think my brother appreciated his own accomplishments, what he was able to do, the recognitions he received, and not everything he did was for personal rewards, so financial and so forth. So he tried to give back to the community some of the things he got from the community, and I think that was a good sense of values to have.
He was a man of his word. If he gave you his word that he would do something, or that something would be done, he'd stick to his guns. Anything that he said would happen, he would make happen.
His values were right out there: fairness, honesty. These were and compassion. He was a compassionate man.
He had ambition, and he could take disappointments, and he could take setbacks, and still come back fighting to improve things.
He had various careers, almost created careers, all the way from the press to other things, and so I think he was finding himself in his early years. I think he was finding himself. He in fact was deciding who Reg Groome was and who Reg Groome would be.
Oh, I think he improved as he got older, because he was fulfilling some of his own hopes and expectations, and he began to have a broader view, and I think that this became apparent and was nice.
He grew up in very modest circumstances and surroundings. I think he had an incredible drive to give back to his community. I think he had numerous opportunities to move and relocate as he was working progressively through his career with Hilton. And he steadfastly, stubbornly refused to do so. He wanted to stay in the Montreal community and continue to work and contribute.
There were years for all of us when we all worried about Montreal, and he worried greatly about Montreal and its future. And but he never wanted to leave here. I'm sure, being in the hotel business like the airline business, he could have moved almost anywhere. But he was a Montrealer first and foremost. He worried and cried for Montreal and Quebec, and so he was well known in the community as that kind of a person.
Well, there ought to be many Reg Groomes in any society. He's a person who, through his activities, through his time commitment, through his determination to help people, really left a great mark.
We had a great relationship. We were very close. We're three sons, so he was always there, always listening, always coming up with solutions to problems.
People don't have a lot of friends today. They have a lot of, they know a lot of people. He and I knew thousands of people. But friends in today's society are a very cherished group of people. And Reg, to me, was a very cherished friend.
I'm awfully pleased that a bursary is going to be awarded in Reg Groome's name.
I think my dad would be tickled pink to see that award being established in his name.
I think he would say, I'm glad you've chosen this walk in life, and you can be anything you want to be. Just make up your mind to it. Believe in yourself, and you can be anything you want to be. I think that's what Reg would say to him.
I think he would tell him the only thing you can hang on to is your, shall I say, you've got to hang on to values, because everything else can shift. Values you can establish, and you can hold to them, and don't worry about some of the transient things that occur, because they'll come and they'll go. And I think the values that you adhere to will carry on beyond your lifespan. Just here we're talking about someone that's gone in several years, you know. So I find it rather revealing that I can say this and say, you know, the good things are coming back to you in the good name. So it's very nice.